too? I normally don't since I'm over here.
Oh, no, I don't know, because
You probably need to update it.
yeah, and honestly, it's on the inside. Yeah, you can just leave it off for now. I don't
Okay,
actually
alright.
know with the new streaming service we have if it goes stream feed from somewhere else. I have to do that.
What's your lunch plans?
Well, I have tonight. I have media days, but in the afternoon, nothing really.
I mean, like right after the show?
Yeah, no, that'll work.
I'm
I'll
going
just have
to
to be back here about like 2:30 ish.
kickbacks work.
Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty easy to finish. All right, let's see. I'm rolling.
I will be up here at 11:15. So.
When you gonna jump on?
I'll jump in whenever there's a break because I know Kylie will be here at 11:15. John will be here at 11:30. Chris Lane will be here at 12, and then Bill said 12:30. So.
Wait a minute. Right. Tell me those again, please. Kylie, 11:30.
Kylie 11:15. John Newberry 11:30. Chris Lane 12. And then Bill said 12:30, but I would maybe not write that down necessarily yet. He said it would be between 12 and 1. But 12:30 would be. Yep.
All right, let's hit it. Let's roll this puppy. I would say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live in the land of the Buffaloes at Milligan University. We love the orange and black. Got two schools like orange and black, them Cyclones and them Duggar Cyclones. It's like I'm from West Virginia, them Cyclones, and also the Milligan Buffaloes. Good morning. Thanks for being with us. Show number 2357 on this 9th day of September 2025. Tomorrow, Chick-fil-A and Johnson City Patriots Day. 9/11 Day will be at Rick Walters, Horseman Insurance. And then we'll wrap things up in the week. We'll be live on Friday as we normally are at Food City. So ready to go. Thanks for being with us. Lots going on. J.J. McCarthy. Oh, Ben Johnson did not get it done for the Bears, the head coach. J.J. McCarthy, the quarterback, did get it done for the Vikings. Down 17-6. They rallied to beat them. What was it, 27-24? So Monday Night Football wraps up week number 1. And so they'll start right back on Thursday when the Commanders will be in Philadelphia to battle the Eagles. So we'll talk all about that. We've got Major League Baseball. We're winding things down. The wild card races are tightening up. We certainly have a lot of high school sports to talk about. And college football. I mean, it continues. They pound the drum down in Gainesville to get rid of Billy Napier. It's buyout week. I said every Monday. Now it's Tuesday. Get rid of Napier. Alabama want to get rid of DeBoer. If he loses to Wisconsin Saturday, which is, it's a 50-50 shot it will, then they're going to be on him. I can tell you, checking back my buds in West Virginia, they're all over Rich Rodriguez because he got beat by Ohio University. So it's buyout. It's every week now. Get rid of him. He can't coach. So, it's what I find interesting. Not everybody, but what I find interesting in my travels, the folks that complain the most about coaching or players, if you look at them, you can tell they've not played for a while, if they've ever played. And so when I look at them and I see them that, they are whatever, they're not, wouldn't say they're athletes by any stretch of the imagination, but yet they feel like they have and they do have a right to voice their opinion. But I just kind of, when I see them, I kind of like, okay, all right. So anyway, and that's not everybody. There are folks out there legitimately that played, ex-players, ex-coaches that say what they want to say, and they can. But sometimes I run into people that have comments, and I'm thinking, me and Brendan talked about this one day too. We were a guy came up to us at Chick-fil-A talking about Tennessee baseball, and he got beat back in the spring. And I'm telling you, he could not have shagged the first fly ball, but he was all about what's going on in Tennessee sports, and I'm thinking, did you ever play? So anyway, point of all this is all these people are wanting to run these coaches off. Now it's Napier, it's Rich Rodriguez of West Virginia. I promise you, DeBoer loses Saturday, Wisconsin, and Tuscaloosa. There's a 50-50 shot he will. He'll pound that drum again. So everybody's an expert when you get on Facebook for your 5 minutes of fame. So anyway, we're live here again in Milligan, the land of the Buffaloes. Kyler Greer is going to join us. Again, young lady who took our basketball program to the national tournament last year. And also, got to talk about J.C. Jenkins. I mean, what a story. I mean, every time I think about that, we were talking about this over the weekend, some folks at church, and I said, this young lady led the country in scoring. Let's see, field goal percentage, 3 points percentage, and free throw percentage. Anybody, and you take any school on any level, the big boys and the big girls, mid-majors, NAIA, pick it. Miss Jenkins has graduated, of course. Now she's a school teacher in Washington County, and she'll be good at that too. I'm a huge fan of this young lady, but you think about that. Of all the basketball players in this country last year, this lady didn't lead one category. She led all 3 categories on every level of basketball, guys and girls. You got to do something, and I'm sure they will, the first home game, bring her back and award her with something, because, I mean, that's huge. I think it is. Of course, I'm a dumb old country boy in West Virginia, and I'm a Raiders fan. Boy, have I been having fun this week. We may not win another game, but every place I go, the Raiders 1-0. People just they just roll their eyes and walk away. I said, look, we are so bad, I get excited when we win an exhibition game. So we beat the Patriots. Let me enjoy. You get killed by the Chargers Monday night. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But let me enjoy the moment. So anyway, J.J. McCarthy, again, down 17-6 last night, rallies the troops. Ben Johnson getting questioned about some of his calls, the new first-year coach of the Bears. So we'll talk about that. Brendan's going to be here. Kylie's here. Also, Coach Newberry, the soccer coach, is going to be here. Chris Lane, who's also a fellow Raiders fan. Got to ask him about the Raiders. He'll be here at noon. Our great cross-country and also our track and field coach. And also scheduled to be with us, Bill Robinson. So you look at the calendar, it's September the 9th. You think, well, basketball's way down there. Well, it's not. Practice starts, what, a couple of weeks? Yeah. So on the tip-off schedule, it's in November or late October. But for practice and getting everything rolling, practice, you got a kid out there right now shooting. So I assume he's on the team, one of the teams. So gentleman shoot, he is one of the players. Yeah, so you think, well, it's way down there. What is it, Christmas? Christmas Eve, 107 days for Christmas Eve. So anyway, we're here at Milligan University. Love promoting the orange and black. We've got a lot. Our volleyball coverage starts in 2 weeks, I think it is, on a Saturday. We got you wall-to-wall in September and October with Milligan volleyball. Then we switch gears and bring it into hoops. Got the guys and girls hoops. Then we're going to roll into, and I'm going to do it this year. Last year I had the old leg flare up on me, but this year we're going to be doing flag football, and we're going to do some softball and some baseball. So obviously we lost Coach Holly. We got a new coach. That was named before he passed away. So there's some buzz and excitement there in the baseball or other softball program here at Milligan. So lots going on. We started the year in a big time way, and Brendan will join us coming up here in a few minutes. Again, Kylie's about 7 minutes out. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're live at Milligan. Let's get us started with the national anthem. Who might do it today for us? Let's see. Let me scroll down here and snag one of these celebs to sing the national anthem here on show number 2,357. We're on our way to 2,400. We're clicking them off. And let's see. There it is right there. Okay. You pick it. Faith Hill, Martina McBride, or Jennifer Nettles? Pick it. Who? Martina? Good choice. Oh, yes. Here she is with the national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets like a the bombs bursting in star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, yeah, and the home of the brave.
Drug Center, Health Mart Pharmacy. Tell me about that. Why does that help the consumer in the community shop?
Yeah, the Health Mart is a group that whenever pharmacies buy drugs, they're able to contract with small pharmacies and get us purchasing power the same as a big pharmacy would be able to do, like a big chain or something like that. So basically all our prescriptions that we buy and anything over the counter like medicines, braces, glasses, really about anything, it lets us get cheaper prices. That is good for us and good for our customers, because a lot of people think coming to a small pharmacy you may have to pay more for prescriptions or over the counters, but if anything, it's cheaper here.
Yep. It's not the case. It's cheaper here. Hours are open, again, at Lingerfield Drug Center.
Yeah, here Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 12.
How do we find you on social media?
On Facebook is Lingerfield Drug Center.
And you know when we'll ask you, the magic phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138.
Health Mart Pharmacy. There's a sign hanging up there. Lingerfield Drug Center, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Boom, here we go. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Coming up, we'll take a look at a busy night for volleyball and soccer. We've got Cyclone volleyball tonight. Got to notice the buses. Anyway, we're going to start a little later than Chucky Doke's buses. Got something going on out there. So we're going to go on. Instead of 6:15, be 6:45. First serve at 7 tonight, Lady Cyclones and Chucky Doke. We'll start Milligan volleyball in, what is it, 3:26 on that Saturday? Yeah. So can't wait. With Coach Bays, it's a young team, scrappy team. They've come out of the gate with some tough non-conference games. But here's what matters, and she'll tell you this. By the way, I have the utmost respect for this lady right here. She will tell you, it ain't where you are. It's bad English. It's not where you are in November. It's where you are in February, March. Is that not correct? That is correct.
This is true.
Yep. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing well.
Yes. I appreciate her coming up here. We say, Tom, it's not basketball season, but au contraire, when you guys start practice?
A few weeks, but we're doing workouts right now. So
So it's
we're here every day at 6 a.m.
with smiles on our faces.
Yes.
Being happy campers.
Yeah.
Get on the line. Let's run a little bit. Let's get going.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to last year. Went to the national tournament. We had a blast calling your games.
Mm-hmm.
Scrappy, gritty bunch of young ladies. Tell us about last year, would you please?
If you didn't see it, you missed out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the main thing. Phenomenal team to watch. One of the best teams that I've got to see come through Milligan.
Amen.
Period. So definitely a blessing to get to coach that group. I'll always say, they're amazing basketball players, but they're better people.
Mm-hmm.
That's true again this year, of course. But yeah, last year's team was truly amazing. Had some phenomenal talent. 3 all-conference players, one of which is returning, 2 are graduating. So Samaj Clark is returning. Lauren Longmire and JC Jenkins both graduated. Really blessed to have them as well as multiple other seniors be part of our program over the years.
So they reflect the coach, obviously, and that is, we had adversity come to us all season long, and they handled it. You taught them to kind of dig down and be gritty, and they weren't they?
Yeah, I think that's something that has come more over time, especially with last year's graduating class of them coming in to a team that was not that great. JC's freshman year. So JC was with us 5 years. JC's freshman year, we only won 8 games. It was COVID season. It was hard. And so that grit was developed from not being that great, and really having to, prove themselves in those first couple years as freshman and sophomore. And I do give a lot of credit to JC and Lauren and helping in that. And then Tessa transferred in. She's been such a great asset for our program just from a tenacity and defensive standpoint. When you talk about grit, Tessa Gibson coming off the bench for us really brought that last season. So that's something, we're going to miss those, as well as Haley Crozier and Anna Nas, who played JV for us, and Emma Herrig was hopefully going to play a 5th year with us, but her body didn't allow that. So those, that crew put in a ton of work and helped us transition our program to not exactly where we wanted to be. We were in a low moment when they got to Milligan, but, over the last 4 years, we won 92 games, and over the last 5 years, won 100. So very, very thankful for that crew. And this group is also ready to make their own story for this season, and not just, you can't cruise off a good season last year. You got to write your own story every season. So this group's ready to do that.
92 wins over the last 4 years, what you said, and 100 wins over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Folks, that's getting it done. So,
so that COVID year was rough.
Yeah. So those girls that came in here helped turn the corner, get the program going in the right direction.
Absolutely.
And here we are. So recruiting, you lose 2, you lose several, but as far as recruiting, where are we right now? Bringing in anybody? What's the story?
Well, for new players this year, we brought in 4 freshmen and 1 transfer. And of course, we're already looking and have offers out for next fall's class as well, of course. Out of the young women we brought in, the transfer is a junior. She's played at UVA and all those good things.
Amen.
So that's great to have her joining us. And then the incoming freshmen are also here for academics. One of those is wanting to do our biology major. Another one's wanting to do engineering. So we always kind of hunt those kids down because of the great opportunities within those academic programs here. So we have 2 kids out of Georgia. We've got 1 out of West Virginia.
All right.
And then we have 1 from Middle Tennessee. She played at both Pickett County and Cookeville, which are 2 of our state's best basketball programs. So she's had a lot of, Callie Reeder is her name. She's had a lot of championship experience. They matched up against Hampton in the state tournament a couple years ago. So some locals may remember Callie Reeder's name since she matched up against Hampton a few years ago.
She can play. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know who she is. I already like her. You got a lady from West Virginia. That's home. So
True.
Got a hillbilly on the team. I like it. Hello, Jimmy Stout, watching down in Atlanta. Thank you, sir. We're here at Milligan talking to Coach Greer. So I guess I've talked to Bill about this. I never asked you about the transfer portal. Everybody knows what's going on up in D1 and NCAA. This is NAIA. So what are the rules, and has Milligan and the NAIA as a whole been impacted by the transfer portal?
For us, not really.
Not really?
It's not near as bad on the women's side as it is the men's side. And it's not as bad at the NAIA level than it is at higher levels. So we brought in 1 transfer this past season. Nobody transferred out of our program, which is pretty abnormal, honestly. I guess somebody could quit tomorrow if they wanted to. But, things happen. But, we haven't been as impacted, but we do try really hard to recruit kids to come to Milligan for academic or Christian community or something like that. We want them to have something that's bigger than basketball. So I think that helps prevent kids looking for, the grass is greener type of deal.
Yep.
If they're here for nursing, they're here for nursing, and basketball's extra.
Great point. Talking to Coach Greer live here at Milligan. We come out once a month to showcase. We got Coach Newberry coming up. We also have Coach Lane coming in a few minutes. And also Coach Robinson will wrap up the show. And Brendan's going to come in and kind of give us an overview. Because a lot of good things going on in our fall athletic programs at Milligan University. So schedule, is it done? Non-conference, who we playing? And what's the scoop on the schedule?
Yeah, it's up. Brendan's got it rolling for us. New roster's up, so you can go check everybody out. Good things on social media as well. If you're not following Milligan women's basketball, we try to have some good content. We'll have some good content tonight. Got a little team bonding event, so that's coming up. But in regard to basketball, which is what we're mostly here for, we've got another really strong non-conference schedule. This year, we have 8 non-conference games, so that is helpful. We're going to start the year tough. We're going to play against 2 Mid-South teams, which that's not really arguably. I think that's the best conference in NAIA. A lot of national champions have come out of that league. So we always try to play at least 2 of those teams. So we will start the season playing Lindsey Wilson, and who made the national tournament last year, and then playing University of Cumberland, which has been at least a Sweet 16 team the last few years. So we always play them. We beat them last year, so looking forward to that matchup. Then we will play. We'll go up to Alice Lloyd and Pippa Passes. That's a team that we play annually. A good River States team. They beat us more than we beat them, so we're still working on evening that out over the last few years. And then we will play. We have Bethel University, another Mid-South team, coming up in early November. So we still haven't made it to mid-November here with this list, and we're now on the third potential top 25 team that we'll be competing against by our fourth game. Bethel's a great team. They made the Final Four of the NAIA last year with a young team. So they've got some studs. He was able to recruit multiple D1 players, honestly. They wanted to stay close to home. Great ball players. And then we'll start conference the Wednesday after that with Bernal. They're coming up here to us. We'll get to play JV and varsity that day, both at home, which will be fun. And then we've got another home game that week with Rio Grande, which is usually a top 15 program. We hung in with them last year at their place. Honestly, kind of lost it in the last couple minutes. So, that's how we're starting out. And so, it's highly likely that about 4 of those will be top 25 teams.
Well, Milligan inside the league is going to be one of the top dogs. So who else do you feel like coming back will be a team going to be giving us a run for our money as one of the top teams?
I think we could have like 6 top teams this year, whereas there was the past couple of years there's been some pretty serious separation. I really don't know who's going to be your 1 through 6. Yeah. I wouldn't put money on it. We as coaches have been talking about preseason poll and stuff like that. I really think we've had a couple, Spartanburg Methodist is a new team in our league, and we have a couple new coaches in the league, so we don't really know what systems and styles they run, so that'll be interesting to see. Obviously, they're going to bring their best basketball, and then especially with the addition of a couple new coaches from last season that are returning to our league with Tennessee Wesleyan and Bryan. Those are, some coaches who've had tons of basketball success in their career. They have 1 year under their belt with their program, so I really expect big things out of them. Of course, Pikeville's going to be good again. Johnson's going to be good again. Reinhardt's going to be good again. So I really feel like we could have a really, really strong.
Throw them in 6 in the bag, shake them up, kind of.
Yeah, and maybe there's a few more that I wouldn't be surprised if joining that group.
Yeah. So here's what I like about Coach Greer. Kylie, if you win, if you lose, and I know it doesn't mean anything to you all, but to me as a broadcaster, if she loses, she comes out and talks, she'll find something positive to talk about. If they win, of course, I'm saying she come out of the locker room and talk in the post game. So not all coaches do that. She does that, and I appreciate that. Been doing this a long time. I could tell you the names and I won't. Those, when they win, they're out here. When they lose, I'm not talking about Milligan, I'm talking about high school and other colleges over the years I've been doing it. So I appreciate her doing that. And so that's just my little way of saying thank you, because she'll come out. If you lose, she's frustrated, can run off the floor, but she'll sit down and go, okay, there's something good we did. And she always finds something positive, even when we lose. So I appreciate it about her. J.C. Jenkins, unbelievable. I talked about this at the start of the show today. Field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage. Number 1 in the country, guys and ladies, on all divisions. I mean, I don't know if that's ever been done before, but she did it. And it couldn't happen to a nicer lady. I think she's teaching school now in Washington County.
Yes.
So, I mean, you had the opportunity to coach this young lady. So this is something, I know I keep acting like a goober about this, but this is a really big deal. Every school in the country, the bigs, all the way down to the, I guess, NAIA and even lower, she's the number 1 in the country.
Absolutely.
And she played a Milligan. Yeah. And you coached her.
Yeah, it's insane. And I mean, obviously, since she's that good, I didn't have to do too much coaching. Let's be real. She's fantastic, extremely hard worker, outstanding person. She's coaching middle school volleyball at the moment. Coaching them up. Last I checked, had an undefeated record. Her mom made sure to tell me that. So she's enjoying that. But yeah, I mean, myself and all summer I'd kind of been thinking, like, I wonder if that really is the best shooter, because I saw a post I follow University of Alabama Huntsville men's basketball. They're a really good program, by the way. I know a guy who just graduated from there, so I followed his career. And one of their best shooters was ranked. I think he was the number 1 shooter in Division II men's basketball. And I was like, well, JC shot way better than this dude. So I kind of had that in my mind, like, okay, she might actually be the best shooter in college basketball. So our new assistant coach, Landon Stevens, he's just joined our staff. He's a big analytics guy. He's like, hey, see if you can find anybody that's shot better than JC, like at all levels. So he looked it up, and actually he put it in Chat GPT at first, and those stats didn't come up, like for any college basketball player ever.
There you go.
And so, Steph Curry didn't shoot that well at Davidson. Caitlin Clark never had a college season that well, or pro. Paige Bakers didn't shoot that well at any point in college. So, like, we know for sure the big dogs of D1, the best shooters in history of college basketball, didn't shoot that well.
Yep.
Compared to JC.
Yep.
And obviously, yeah, D1 basketball is a different story, but stats are stats. So, I mean, it's truly, truly phenomenal. And, yeah, it's just crazy. But unless there's another small college player, like somebody that's D3 and maybe we don't have the stats available or easily searchable, I could see maybe there's somebody from the 80s from some D3 school or NAI school that maybe we don't have those records available. I'm thinking about reaching out to NAIA and just seeing, hey, to confirm, is she the best shooter in NAIA history? For sure. NCAA doesn't always recognize NAIA, so there's no point in reaching out to them because that won't work well probably. But it really is like a Sports Center worthy type of story. I mean, no one has shot this well. Definitely this season. For sure she has this season on lock. But she really might be the best shooter
ever.
And you have, I mean, just to understand the stats, you have people that shoot a 65% field goal percentage. You have a 6'10" player that's shooting all layups. Yeah, they can shoot 65%. But she shot 49.5% from three.
3 point, yep.
And 55% overall. And so it's unheard of. And then to shoot it at that volume. She made 93s in a season, which is also insane. So the other people that were even like in the ballpark, 50, 40, 90, is the standard for great shooter. When we search 50, 40, 90, even the people that shot 50, 40, 90 this year, they're role players. They did that because they scored 6 points here, 8 points there, and were super efficient. She was super efficient every time she touched the ball.
Yeah.
And
played most of the game.
Played the whole game.
Yeah.
Unless we were winning by too much and I had to take her out.
And then in the post game, every time I had her over there, she said she wanted to say thanks to you and her teammates. It was never about her. Humble.
Yeah, very, very humble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're talking about J.C. Jenkins. I'm sure they'll do something for her once our season.
I got her a plaque.
Give her a plaque. Absolutely.
I thought it deserved a plaque to be the best shooter in America.
Absolutely, no question. So in closing, I'm sitting there one night this summer about half asleep. I'm going through Facebook and all that. I looked at the phone and I thought, that's Coach Greer, and she's hanging off a cliff in Switzerland. So I started scrolling. It was like 2 in the morning. I'm half asleep. So you did go to Switzerland. And you did hang off a cliff.
I did, yeah.
Tell me about that. It was really cool.
Yeah, our family, never been to the Swiss Alps, never been to the Italian Dolomites in northern Italy. Have wanted to go to Italy, to the Italian Dolomites, more than the Swiss Alps, honestly. So that had been a dream destination for 8 to 10 years. Finally got to go, so that was super cool. And it was really cool to get to take Russell, as a 1-year-old. International travel always makes things more entertaining. So he rode around in the backpack. He did not go on the Via Ferrata, which is basically a Via Ferrata is a way for people like myself to pretend like we're rock climbers. And this particular course we did, you have all sorts of former World War I and World War II climbing routes out in those mountains. Okay. And so there's a lot of cool history in that area. Wow. Obviously Europe in general has overall a little more history than we do around here,
a little bit older.
And so it's an old route from the war, and so there's just pieces of metal kind of jammed into the rock, and you stay harnessed in the whole time. And so you climb across. We did a suspension bridge. There was a little zip line just for fun. But you are attached to the rock, so it's not like you shouldn't fall off, but you just kind of clip your way along the mountain.
Wow.
And at one point we were it was like just a metal bar, kind of like a 1 foot long piece of rebar, just enough to put a foot on, and about 2,000 foot drop below.
Give me the willies. No.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. Obviously a great view.
So
that was
you weren't
yeah.
disappointed then.
I wasn't disappointed. I was sore for about 3 days though. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm not as athletic as I used to be, but
I understand.
it was very cool.
Welcome. We're all that way. We are looking forward to calling her games. We start things November, get cranked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You'll be watching a lot of Lady Buffs this year. We're going to take it on the road some too. So we're excited about following these ladies and the guys because they'll play doubleheaders on the road. And so it was really cool in closing last year. I went with them to Tennessee Wesleyan, and I came in and saw all these people like, who's this guy? And Milligan has coverage. They got guys calling a game on the road. That's pretty cool. Yeah, well, we're just getting started, so we're going to do more of that. This lady puts out a program that 92 wins in 4 years and 100 wins in the last 5 years. That merits getting coverage home and away every time we can. So looking forward to it. Enjoy the preseason. We'll talk soon. It'll be here before we know it, won't it?
Yeah, it's coming. Thank you.
Love coaching College Groves and calling College Groves teams. They get after it. They play hard. Quick break. Coach Newberry's here talking soccer at Milligan University. We do this once a month, showcasing our coaches and sometimes our kids. And we'll do that right after this on the Tom Taylor Sports. Very simple. It happens every day. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah, all you got to do is give us a call. We brought 2 yesterday, actually, but you just give us your name and your birthday and tell us where your prescriptions are at right now, and we'll call that pharmacy, get everything brought over. A lot of times people are nervous about moving because they're afraid something doesn't have refills or something can't be transferred. And when that's the case, we'll call those doctors, get you new prescriptions, and take care of everything, really. It's like the people, one of them we had transferred yesterday, said they'd been trying for about 3 days to get medicine refilled and just wasn't happening, and was frustrated and asked if we could do better, and called, got everything transferred. Took maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we had to call the doctor on one, which waiting on doctors can sometimes be a little time consuming, but they got that called in, and by the afternoon we had everything ready for her.
There you go, folks. So, it's just that easy. If you're not happy where you're getting your prescriptions filled, come to the Lingerfield Drug Center. The phone number to call and talk to you about it is?
It's 423-542-2138.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Get your prescription changed to a mom-and-pop pharmacy that still cares about their people and still wants to give you 100% customer satisfaction. It's right here at Lingerfield Drug Center beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Milligan promoting the Buffaloes. We go from basketball. Another ball we kick. They shoot it. He kicks it, and they kick it. His girls, and they do very well with it. Coach John Newberry. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Oh, doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Thanks for stopping by, man. I love it. We want to promote these girls and give them as much publicity as they can possibly get because they deserve it. So kind of give us a recap. What's the season like so far?
So far, we're 2-1-1. Only losses come to the number 8 team. Well, technically, I guess number 5 team in the nation, University of the Netherlands. Lost 1-0 at home. It was a good game, but it's been a good start to the season. Everybody that we played last year that we either lost or tied to, we've increased and either beat them or tied them. So it's been a good start.
So the teams last year, you retaliated and got them so far this year.
So far, so good. Yeah,
that's good. So who's How many conference games you play?
So we've had our first conference game. We had Spartanburg Methodist, who just came into the conference.
Mhm.
They came in, and we after halftime it was 2-2, and then we finished the game 8-2 and won.
Won it going away. 8-2 in soccer is like winning 50-0 in football, right?
Yeah. That's not really a typical scoreline.
Right,
Normally, you're
right.
3 or 2 goals.
Yeah. So 8-2 they win that. You're 2-1-1. Throw out some girls' names. Who's doing well right now?
I mean, I have to give a shout out to our defensive player of the week, Emily Robinson, our new goalkeeper that came in. She's been fantastic. A junior college transfer from Columbia State in Tennessee. Natalie Roper has been fantastic. She had 2 goals and assists. Hallie Steele also has had goals in almost every game we played. And then Lauren Hockley has done very well, scoring goals, assists, and defensively been solid for us.
So folks can come watch. Somebody asked me that a couple of weeks ago. So can you go watch? I know you can go watch volleyball and basketball in Milligan. Can you go watch baseball and softball and soccer? I said, I thought he was joking. I said, well, yeah, you can. So it's open to the public, isn't it?
Yeah, it's open to public. We have great seating, both on the bleachers that are high up, but also the student section tends to be right behind the goal near the house, and it's a fantastic environment. So bring anybody out, family, friends, kids. Love it.
What's your schedule this week?
We have a game against the number 24 team in the nation, Tennessee Wesleyan, at home at 7:30 p.m. on Wednesday, and then we will travel to Reinhardt in Georgia on Saturday.
So which team do the girls circle in the calendar and go, we're playing them, the big rival? You got one?
I think you would have probably 4 or 5 throughout the whole conference that the girls are really excited about. So I would think Tennessee Wesleyan's one because they're always a top team. Truett McConnell's the top one. Reinhardt, last year I think we didn't do as well as we could have. Johnson's an in-state rival, so we love going there or them coming to us, and we like going in. It's a great battle. Montreat, again, 1 hour away in the Asheville Black Mountain area. I think every game in our conference, you have a battle and you have kind of different history with them. So it's fun no matter what. It's always the challenge.
Johnson's in Knoxville. Of course, Tennessee Wesleyan's in Athens. There's a couple of Tennessee schools. So it's good. So the goal, postseason, set up postseason. Where do we go?
So our hope is to be somewhere within the top 4. I think individually we want to be top 3 or 2 because we get 2 automatic bids that go to the national tournament. So if we can win the conference, we have an automatic bid, or if we can win the conference championship for the tournament, we would automatically go. But the goal is always to be hosting as many games as possible come postseason. So top 4 host the first round, and then the higher seed from there keep hosting.
Keep hosting?
Yep.
So 2-1-1 so far this year. Give me a refresher from last year. How did last year go?
Last year, I believe we were 10-7-2. In conference, we were 9-3-1. So the goal is that we're trying to get that double digits on the wins. Trying to get. Last year we were 3rd or tied for 3rd in conference, and this year we want to be 2nd or 1st. So I think we have a great team to do it. We graduated a few, but we have a very old, sustained team. So I like it.
A lot of veterans.
Yeah, a lot of veterans. Only one freshman that's on varsity this year.
Whoa, that is good.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. How many years you been the head coach?
This is me going into my 4th season.
4 seasons.
Yeah.
Loving it?
Milligan's a special place. There's no place like it.
You're right. Now, folks out there go, okay, every time you get a coach on, they'll say it's a special place. It's a special place. So in John Newberry's definition, why is Milligan a special place?
So when it comes to the community, you're not just thought of as a student athlete, you're also thought of as a person that has integrity, has something to pour into beyond what the walls of Milligan do. So I love the fact that there's a Christ-centered situation at Milligan that we actually pour into people. I love the faculty are involved, not just academically, but they care about them on the athletic side. I love that athletics support each other. I love the community from whether you're in admissions, whether you're in the cafeteria, everybody cares and knows who you are. It's a family unit that bleeds that orange and black.
It's like that cheer show. Remember the song, Everybody Knows Your Name?
Yeah.
Everybody knows you at Milligan.
Mm-hmm.
If you miss class, it's like, where's John? Where's Tom? Because the class is so small. It's like, how come they're not here today?
Yeah, they'll know.
And they'll come, they'll seek you out and say, okay, you okay? Everything all right?
Well, they want to make sure that you're okay in all different aspects, academically, athletically, spiritually. But we have girls that are sick sometimes, and their professor's like, hey, we didn't see them in class. Are they doing? Oh, yeah, they're sick. Did they reach out? It's a family that cares about each other. High standards, like they're going to push you, but they want people to be successful.
Well, they push you because when you graduate, that piece of paper opens doors for you.
Oh my gosh, I have so many girls that have graduated so quickly and had job or internships or had grad schools lined up because the Milligan name carries so much weight.
Waiting on them
Yeah.
to graduate to put them to work. That's awesome. Get you back on next month, sir.
Awesome,
Keep it up.
thank you.
Go
Appreciate
Buffs.
you. Yes, go Buffs.
You got it. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at some Major League Baseball. We're down to inside of 3 weeks of the regular season. Things are tightening up. Blue Jays get a little tight. The Yankees are pushing. The Red Sox are pushing. In the West and the National League, the Padres are pushing the Dodgers. And the Astros getting a little push in the Mariners, too, in the American League West. We'll talk about it coming up after this on the Tom Davis Sports.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's t-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Back in the Tom Davis Sports Show. Look who stopped by, so get ready. We're going to talk sports, Milligan, and college football. The Raiders fan club in Northeast Tennessee's me and him and Chris Lane and Kenny Hawkins. That's about it. There's probably more. That's the ones I know of. So, the Raiders.
Tori Mingo, too, our cheer and dance coach here.
That's right. Tori likes them, too.
Yep.
So, the Raiders. 1-0. So, my granddaughter, jerking her chain like I do all the time. I said, on that Super Bowl ticket this year, they'll have an AFC logo and NFC logo for the two teams. There'll be a Raiders logo on that Super Bowl ticket this year. She just rolled her eyes and went, okay, whatever, granddad. She just walked off shaking her head. So, you think we're better? You think it's a fluke? What do you think? Too soon to tell?
I think our defense was good. I think our defense was a positive. Definitely a positive. I think on offense there's some things to work on, but I think Geno Smith at quarterback is a huge upgrade. From what I saw in that first game, I mean, I just think his ability to find receivers and, actually see the whole field is huge compared to what we've dealt with in the last few years. So I think we're better offensively, specifically in the passing game. I think we're going to be much, much better than we were last year. So I'm excited.
Running game?
I think in the running game, there's definitely needs to be some improvement with the blocking schemes. And maybe it's just that the personnel on the offensive line maybe is not, necessarily super attuned to the scheme that they are being run with by Coach Kelly. But I think there's definitely room for improvement in the running game. Genty obviously only 38 yards on the 19 carries, so that will need to improve in the future against other teams to make sure we have a balance of offense.
Yep, I agree with 100%. So let us gloat. We may not get another one all year, so let us gloat. We're 1-0. We're undefeated. So the Raiders will have Chargers on Monday night. We'll get into the NFL coming up here in a little while. Hello to Anna Marie Church. It's a new name. Thank you. Hello to Helma Jane Falver. That's a new name. Thank you. And Teresa Stout. That's a new name. So thank you all for watching the show. We come out once a month to Milligan. Did not come last month because everybody was vacating. But we're back every month coming out here and showcasing what's going on in Milligan sports. You hear some thumping and banging right there's the weight room, and got some boys there and ladies pumping at irons, so as they say. So that's what you may hear in the background. And also a young man down, one of the basketball players working out, getting some shots in between classes. So let's start. Coach Newberry pretty jacked up about his soccer team. They're 2-1-1. So what's a quick overview of the soccer?
Yeah, it's been good so far. They've had some really good performances against some tough opponents. Cumberland's number 8 in the nation at the time. I think they've jumped now up to number 5. They came here, just only beat us 1-0, and our defense did a great job. We had a really good chance at the last second of that game as well. Header right in front of net that we put on that was saved that stopped any chance for us to get the tie, but we were close. We were within inches of getting a tie in that game, which would have been huge for the team morale. And since then, Spartanburg Methodist had a big win, 8-2 this last week. In soccer, 8 goals is no joke. That's a lot. It's a lot of goals. We had 3 players that had 2 goals in that contest, so really impressive out there on the pitch so far from them.
That helps morale when you got ladies out there putting 8 goals on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
As I told Coach Newberry, that's like 50-0 in a football game. It's 8 goals, and they got 2. That's a blowout, obviously. Volleyball. What's going on in volleyball right now?
Volleyball, they just finished their last non-conference tournament this last weekend. They were up in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Indiana Tech was hosting that tournament. So they played on the first day. It was West Virginia Tech in the first game, then they played Indiana Tech on the second, and then the next day they played against Defiance College of Ohio, and then Indiana University Southeast. And those 4 teams ended up beating us in all 4. There were a couple of games that we were competitive in. The Indiana Tech game, which that's probably out of the 4 teams we played is the team that's the best. It's got the highest ratings in the national poll. They're receiving votes. You were competitive with them in multiple sets, just couldn't pull them out. So again, volleyball is a young team this year, and there's going to be a lot of learning who's going to be on the court. And in the non-conference season, Coach Bays has said, hey, this is going to be learning for us to figure out who the people are going to be during conference season that we can count on to be on the court and help us win games.
It's not where you are now. It's where you are obviously in October, November, the tournament at Meadowview. That's the goal, to peak at the right time. Hello to Janet Elliott. How you doing, lady? Thank you for watching. We are live here again at Milligan University. We promote the Buffaloes. We'll be calling Buffalo games starting September the 26th. We'll start our volleyball coverage, roll right into basketball, roll right into baseball and softball. And so I think we're trying to do a soccer. You'll help me do the soccer.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about soccer, so he does. So I'll probably be helping him more than he'll be helping me. But we are going to cover the Buffs. We're excited about that. And when we do it this year, again, it's going to be on your all's website.
Yep.
And here, too. We're going to piggyback over here on the Tom Dillon Sports Show Facebook page and YouTube. So we're very excited about that. Golf and cycling are out of town. Is that correct?
Yes, they are. Yeah, golf, women's golf is at the St. Simon's Island Invitational hosted by Coastal Georgia. They were at this event last year, and this is the first event of their season. So interested to see how that goes today. We'll conclude that tournament, and we'll see how the results end up. If you want to access those and take a look at those results, those are on milliganbuffs.com under the women's golf schedule page. So those will be up there, live results updating as the play is happening.
Wow.
So and then cycling on the 11th, so in a couple of days, is the beginning of the USA Cycling Track Cycling National Championships out in Indianapolis. So it's a 4-day event, 11th through the 14th, and they will crown some national champions. I'm sure we're hoping for several. So
how many we got so far? Zach Nace brought home how many? 13?
In his career, he's brought home in his career at I think 30.
Yeah.
Last year we had 10 total, and
It's incredible.
one of them was a professional one, and then 9 were collegiate.
Yeah.
So pretty impressive.
It's still under the umbrella Milligan.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
crazy.
It is. I mean, that's why they run out of space.
Yeah.
We're hanging banners here in the gym at Steve Lacey Fieldhouse, and we're kind of running out of room because, I mean, they keep putting them up, but Kids are running out of room. We keep winning. That's a happy problem to have.
Yep.
So maybe we have to build a new field house to put up new banners.
Yeah,
That
maybe
may be a
so.
good excuse.
Yep.
So, let's see what else. We got everything covered. Bowling. Has bowling started yet?
Bowling has not started. They get underway at the end of October. Beginning of October. So that's coming up in a month, basically.
So right now it's girls soccer.
Yep.
Coach Lane's coming here in a minute. It's all cross country.
Yeah, men's soccer as well is going right now. They're currently also 2-1-1 on the year, just like the women are. They just won 2-0 against Spartanburg Methodist the other day. So a shutout for our goalkeeper, Adria Ayes, and he was named Conference Defensive Player of the Week yesterday. So that's another award for the Buffs this year. Both of our goalkeepers, our women's goalkeeper and our men's goalkeeper, have both been named Defensive Player of the Week 1 week so far through 3 weeks.
In the league that has how many teams this year?
13.
13?
Yeah.
So you're number one in 13 programs here in the land of the Buffaloes, which is very impressive. We're here. That's where we are, broadcasting live. So right now, fall sports, golf, soccer, cross country, volleyball. What am I leaving off?
We got tennis starting in just a few days on the 11th, just a couple days. So on Thursday, they host Emory and Henry for a non-conference contest here at Mathis Tennis Center on campus. So that'll be the opening of their fall season, and then they will have some other singles tournaments that they will go to as well over the course of the fall.
All right, here we go. We'll switch gears, get him on some college football. We love to get him on college football. Here's the top 10. See if you're okay with it. Ohio State, Penn State, LSU, Oregon, Miami. You okay with those?
Yeah.
All right. Georgia, Texas, Notre Dame, Illinois, no. Florida State. Sorry. Fighting Illini fans, I said it yesterday, you're not number 9 in the country. But I'm asking you, what do you think?
Yeah, I think for Illinois, it's more like just a recency bias thing. They've won, a bunch of games in a row from starting midway through last year. So, you look at the team overall from last year through now, and the Raiders probably say, okay, they probably need to be looked at as a team that's close, if not in the top 10, close to the top 10. So, I don't know. I think I don't know that they're necessarily the number 9 team in the nation. I mean, I think time will tell. Ratings, again, ratings are just,
what they are
for media. They're just for us, make us have a rating system so we can say, hey, they're the 8th best team in the nation.
This is for me and you to sit here a million and talk about
exactly. So I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I think it's very possible that once they get into the Big Ten schedule a little bit deeper in, that may change drastically, but we'll see.
Number 11, South Carolina. We sit 10 is Florida State. 11 is South Carolina. Clemson's 12th. Oklahoma 13th. Iowa State 14th. Tennessee at number 15. You okay with that?
Yeah, I think so. I think
right.
I'm okay with that.
Texas A&M number 16. Ole Miss 17th. South Florida beats Florida. We know all about that. They're 18th in the country. Is that deserving of the Bulls?
I think it's fair. They've beaten 2 ranked teams. So because they beat Boise State in week 1, 34-7. And Boise State was number 25. So that's a big win. And then to go in and beat Florida, that's always a big win when you beat an SEC team and you're a mid-major school like USF. I think that
like little kid teacher, he's in Gatlinburg. So just a little tiny square of homemade peanut butter fudge would make the old cowboy happy. So thank you for doing that already, Junior. Appreciate that. I'll shame you. You'll have to do it now. Come on now. So it's what was in sales? The law of assumption. Yep. He'll bring back a little tiny thing of peanut butter fudge. Thank you, Junior, for doing that. You're very kind. He said, Tom, anything for you. 19th ranked is Alabama. 20th ranked is Utah. Crimson Tide's got Wisconsin this week. If he loses, they're going to lose their mind in Tuscaloosa. He gets beat this week by Wisconsin, they're going to go nuts. You know that.
Yeah.
They got an open week after that. So can they beat Wisconsin? Will they beat Wisconsin?
they should beat Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I mean, last week, Wisconsin struggled with Middle Tennessee State in the early part of the game. I mean, I think Middle Tennessee State the week before that, lost to Austin P State, an FCS school. So, I mean, if Wisconsin's having trouble with Middle Tennessee State, Alabama should have no problem with Wisconsin.
All right. 21st ranked Texas Tech, 22nd ranked Indiana. Michigan falls to 23rd. And then you round out the poll. You got Auburn popping in there, number 24, Missouri at 25. So you okay with all those?
Yeah, I think so. Overall, I think the rankings were pretty good. I think it's fair to wonder about Illinois a little bit, but outside of that, I was pretty happy with it.
Here's a couple of games this week. So what you think? We're live here again at Milligan talking to Brendan. Again, here comes Coach Lane. He's going to come talk. I love it. You've got Clemson and Georgia Tech. Normally this is a lock for the Tigers, but they're not playing well. So I don't know. Could be the upset special of the week, Georgia Tech. What do you think?
I'll tell you, I was talking to one of our baseball assistant coaches, Taylor Davis. Big Clemson guy. Big fan of Clemson. He told me he thinks they're going to lose to Georgia Tech. And I don't necessarily disagree with that. I think the way that Clemson's playing right now, or the way they're not playing, is kind of a little bit of an indictment, I think, on the coaching staff. Because they've got all kinds of talent on that roster.
Oh, yeah.
And they have got to find a way to win games when they're playing teams that are inferior to them. I mean, Troy was leading them for a good chunk of that contest. Most of the game. And then all of a sudden, things turned a little bit for Clemson. And, you know, I'll give it to Clemson. Good job, way to turn it around and get the win. But
however,
still, you got to be a little more convincing against a team that
Troy
should not be competing with you.
It's a checkbook game.
Yeah.
Thump them and send them home. Well, they had to battle for their lives. Clemson has won 9 straight over Georgia Tech, but an average of 27 points a game. I don't see it being a big blowout like that. I'll be surprised if Clemson gets down and beats them. Hope they do. I like Dabo, but they got to show me something. The obvious down the road in Knoxville, Tennessee and Georgia, a couple of the cornerbacks have come out and said they can't play on Saturday for the Volunteers. So see if Gunnar Stockton can move the football. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a tough one against Georgia. I mean, that's asking a lot of your team, Tennessee, to beat a team like Georgia. But again, like you said, Gunnar Stockton playing at quarterback. So we'll see how that ends up. I'm pulling for Tennessee. I think they can do what it takes to do it. Aguilar, I think, was pretty good in his first week against Syracuse, and then was obviously against ETSU. That's kind of an easy win, but.
Kirby Smart's won 8 straight times over the Vols by an average of 20 points in the last 4 meetings. Ran 4 meetings out of those 8. So it should be interesting in Rocky Top on Saturday, 3:30 kickoff on ABC. Let's see, South Florida, mentioned the Bulls. 18th, they go to number 5, Miami. Another top 25 program.
I think this is probably where the buck stops for South Florida. I just don't think they have the firepower to keep up with Miami's offense. Maybe their defense can show up the way it did against Florida and slow down Miami, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is the week that South Florida falls to a team that's ranked higher than them.
2 more, and then Coach Lane joins us. Texas A&M, the Aggies will be in Notre Dame and South Bend to battle the Fighting Irish, the Aggies. I said this yesterday on the show. Something tells me the Aggies have put something. Mike Elko's got something going out there. Texas A&M be a big signature win if they win it at Notre Dame against the Fighting Irish. It'll be a 7:30 kickoff in South Bend. Who do you like there?
I've got A&M in that one. I've got A&M. I think, watching them so far this season, I've been really impressed. Notre Dame, again, it's just, for me, it's a team that it's hard to put a finger on Notre Dame. When I look at their roster, I don't see like a defined strength. I see good play across the board, but I don't see like a defined strength on offense or defense for Notre Dame that makes me think, hey, this is going to be a team that, they're going to lean on this part of their team to make a stop and get a win in a big situation. And I think we saw that against Miami when they played Miami.
Kind of mishmash, for lack of a better term. 2 more. You got Florida at LSU. Billy Napier coaching for his life. LSU, Brian Kelly came out yesterday and said, this is nuts. Every time one of these coaches lose, everybody wants to fire us. Yeah. And they do. But Napier is under the gun. Their schedule, I went through this yesterday. It is unbelievable. But let's start with, what do they do with LSU? What do you think on Saturday? Can they beat them in Baton Rouge or not?
No. That is asking a ton to go into Baton Rouge and beat Louisiana State, who is number 3 in the nation.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't see that happening. In terms of the talent on the two sides, I think the talent there's a disparity.
between Florida and LSU. And then in addition, I would say coaching wise, you look at LSU's staff. I think I put them in front of Florida's as well. So it's tough for me to think that they could pull that off.
Here's the Gators schedule. What's left? They're 1-1 right now. LSU Saturday. Then they go to Miami of Florida. Down there. Then they have an open date. Then they got Alabama. I'm sorry. Then they got Texas and Gainesville. Then they go to College Station for Texas A&M. Then they have Mississippi State at home. Then Florida has an off week. Then they got Georgia and Jacksonville, Kentucky and Lexington, and they wrap things up with Ole Miss at Ole Miss, Tennessee and Gainesville, and Florida State in Gainesville. That's their schedule. I mean, you talk about tough. So whoever set that up against the AD didn't do him any favors. Billy Napier. Last one, Vanderbilt in South Carolina. Suddenly this becomes a pretty big game in the SEC. The Gamecocks at number 11 in the country against Vanderbilt, who went up to Blacksburg and put one on the Hokies. So, should be an interesting game. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm very interested in this one. I think I'm interested to see because South Carolina's offense, I think, didn't look super great the last time out. They were able to make things work, but I didn't think their offense was super crisp. Vanderbilt looked really good at Virginia Tech, and so almost kind of makes me think, hey, which team comes into this with a little bit more mojo offensively, I think is probably going to be the team that wins. So I could see Vanderbilt going in there and upsetting South Carolina if they're able to do what they did last week at Virginia Tech.
We were talking about what Coach Nave has done in cycling. Tell us the accolades. This man over here getting ready to come on the show, Chris Lane.
Yeah.
How many's he won?
Chris has won many. He would probably be better to tell you than I would, honestly, in terms of the number of championships. But
he won't. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
He's so humble, he won't do it. So I got to get it from somebody.
Yeah, we got banners up here for Aaron Jones and Alyssa Biazzi and Emily Kearney, Tim Thacker, Rasheem Brown, Nathan Baker, Hannah Seagrave.
Hannah Seagrave,
yeah. They're all over the place. So
you remember when he came to Chick-fil-A earlier in the summer? I said, man, how many have you won? He said, a lot. That's it. That's all we got. So I'm thinking, well, I got to have numbers. A lot. So do you have numbers? Have any idea?
Numbers? I'm trying to remember the number off the top of my head. I can't off the top of my head.
He'll tell you, and you can come back and tell me when we go to the
26. 26.
26.
Yeah.
26. So the Raiders fan club is Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Here we are. This is it. And Kenny Hawkins and Tori, our cheerleading coach.
Yep.
So we got 5 people that I know of that like the Raiders. We're going to the Super Bowl, folks. The Chargers are going to be the next victim of the silver and black. I'm talking smack because I can back it up. We're 1-0. People look at me like this guy's a screwball. Oh, well. Win, lose, or time, we're ready to die. We'll take a break and be right back. Thanks as always.
Got it.
Love working with this guy. We're going to be out here starting on the 26th, doing a lot of volleyball, morphing into basketball, into baseball, into softball, and we're trying to squeeze in some soccer along the way as well. Quick break. Coach Lane joins us next on the Tom Douglas Sports. A lot of grocery store chains out there. Why Food City?
You know, Tom, I hope you've got a lot of time because I've got lots of reasons why you need to shop at Food City. You know, our associates are number one. You know, they're here to serve the community and our customers, and they do a fabulous job taking care of our customers. You know, this is a family-owned company, and it's such a blessing to work for a family-owned company. You know, they truly care about their associates. You know, and we're so involved in the community, Tom. You know, we do so much in all the communities where there is a Food City location. Anytime there's any big events, typically you're going to see that Food City logo. And when you're in the store, Tom, you know, you've got quality items to be able to select from. Talking about the produce, you know, we're picky about our produce. We sell a lot of locally grown items. And right now, half runners is what everybody's all about. And then, you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about the meat department. You know, we have our meat cutters back there every day who cut and grind meat fresh daily. You know, our meat, you know, beats none other. I mean, it's you know, great products that we sell back there in our meat department, and it's always fresh. And then the food service department, Tom, I love going to the food service department, and no matter what you get, it's always good, it's always fresh, it's always hot. And you know, like our sushi, they roll that fresh daily. And while you're here, Tom, you can always go to Food City Pharmacy and pick up your, your prescriptions or get a flu shot. It's time for flu shots again. So there's so many different reasons why you should shop at Food City, and I could go on and on about our company.
Value every day. Food City. Lisa Johnson from the marketing department. Food City, proud sponsor of Tom Doder Sports Show and the Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Value every day. Food City. It's exciting Elizabethton Lady Cyclone Volleyball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Tucker Taylor and yours truly Tuesday night from John Treadwood Gymnasium as the Lady Cyclones entertain the Lady Black Knights of Chucky Doak. Airtime at 6:15. First serve right around 6:30 Tuesday night. The Lady Cyclones hosting Chucky Doak and Lady Cyclone Volleyball. It all starts audio and video at 6:15 this Tuesday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Lady Cyclone Volleyball. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 2,357. We're cranking it to 2,400. So, and we ain't that far away. That's bad English. We're not that far away. Coach Lane's with us. Get a little closer, sir. I want to talk to you. Come on up here because I can hear those golden tones. Good. Are we in the afternoon? Yep. Good afternoon, sir. How are
we doing? Good to see you.
Doing good. Doing great. Love interviewing this gentleman. I mean, here's the cool thing about coming to Milligan once a month. We didn't come last month. Everybody's on vacation. But you got Kylie just talking earlier. Newberry, Coach Newberry, the soccer coach. Now Coach Lane. Coach Robinson's due to be here in a little while. Coach Swaney. Golf and golf and cycling are out of town right now. So, but we normally have those coaches on. But they're always upbeat. They're always optimistic. And they always talk about, and this guy does a great job, Milligan is a special place, and we're looking for special kids. Now, you've won 26, is that correct?
Yes.
Championships?
Yep.
I mean, so it's national?
So 26 individual and team national titles. Yeah.
Incredible. Yeah. School of 1,200 kids, or thereabouts.
51 conference titles, I think, since I've been here. Yeah.
Well, we just reload.
Yeah.
I would think when you come down out, get off that bus or get out of the van, however you all travel, and they see Milligan across that church showing up to me, it's like, uh-oh, the big boys are here because it's Milligan. I mean, because the facts speak for themselves, the record. 51 and then 26 individual national championships.
Individual and team. Yeah,
and team.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. So, speak on. Milligan's a special place. When you go out recruiting, you're looking for that special Milligan kid. Tell us about it.
Yeah, two things big for us. You got to love running. You got to love track and field. You got to love jumping. You got to love throwing. That's big. And then the second thing is you got to be a good fit for us. Milligan is a different place. It is a special place. Obviously, the faith element of who we are runs deep. The academic element of who we are runs deep. And, I was talking to Evan Holbrook, standout Science Hills top guy last year, comes to Milligan. He was headed to Tennessee to just do engineering, and we got connected. And, Evan, we got a great engineering program over here. Coach, I can continue running. Yeah, you can. Boom. And he ends up here. And I get it, right? Most people don't really put us in that category because they just don't know. But I think these kids that get outside the box, they spend time, they pay attention to the development that goes on here, pay attention to the progress that we see from our kids year in and year out. And that's, you said it. I mean, that's a lot of our sports here. You get the results because you got the right kids.
Track and field in the spring, cross country in the fall. So let's talk about cross country. How we doing right now?
Yeah, we're going to get rolling on Friday. We go down to Charlotte, open up at the Queen's University meet, and always a great meet. You'll see a broad spectrum of programs. Some of the Power 4 teams will bring their second group. You'll have JUCO programs there, NAI, D2, D3, mid-majors. So we'll get a nice little test on Friday. Really excited about both of our programs. Women are just stacked, great group back. You kind of know what you have. On the guys' side, I think long term, this is a team that can be in the mix. Right now, we're not going to look like much, but I think a month from now, when these guys kind of come together, there's a lot of real raw talent on this men's side. So I'm always optimistic, but I really believe in what we've got again this year. It just may come in a little different time than we're used to. We had such a strong tradition these last 3-4 years on the men's side with the Aaron Jones and the Bryn Woodall and the Will Stockley and these guys just rolling over for 2 or 3 years. Now it's a new crop of kids, and it's just going to take us a little while. We'll get there.
What is the ultimate goal for Milligan cross country? Where do you want to be for the national championship?
Every year it's top 5 in the national championships. I mean, that's the goal. Be in podium position at nationals, and we'll know if we're 6th and we're the best version of ourselves. We'll celebrate that as if we won, because that's all I ask of them is to let's set ourselves up to be the best version of who we can be.
So, given the fact you won 26 team and national or individual championships, so 51
conference
championship.
Yeah.
I would think recruiting, and I could be wrong, but I would think, okay, you walk in and you say, I'm Coach Lane from Milligan. I would think that's an instant door opener based on our success. Is that a fair statement?
Our success definitely benefits us on the recruiting trail. But you'd still be shocked. Folks they've not heard the name before,
wow.
From a university perspective. And then when you sit down and you get to tell your story, you'll see eyes open up. But yeah, the reputation is strong. And for me, the joy is developing kids. I don't care if you come to us as a JV guy out of high school or you come to us as a potential national caliber kid. The goal is just to develop them, and that's the beauty of the sport. You're going to get opportunity here regardless of where you are time-wise.
You're in Charlotte this weekend. Maybe this is it, but which meet on your schedule is the yardstick? How we do on this one right here? We go to this particular meet, either this weekend or later in the season. This will define where we are as a program. Which meet is that?
There is one, and 2 weeks before conference, we have what we call the App Challenge, and it's basically the top NAI programs in the Southeast come together in Knoxville, and we go head to head, and that happens around the country in different pockets. So at that point, you really get a picture of who you are, and that's what we're really working towards. I'm excited to see what we put on the course at App State early October. That'll be another early benchmark, but really that App Challenge is when you kind of know what you're dealing with. So
throw out some of the other schools that will be there, because we know Milligan. They're very good, but who are some of those other schools will be there?
Well, you just look. Our conference right now, I think we have 3 nationally ranked programs in Milligan, Montreat, and SCAD Atlanta. The landscape of what's happening in college sports is starting to trickle down into our level. SCAD Atlanta has a Texas transfer. They have a Tulane transfer. Montreat has an App State transfer.
Big boys.
We have a UNC Charlotte transfer. We've got the NAI national runner-up that transferred in from Lindsey Wilson. It's not taboo to transfer anymore. So where are these, when rosters start to get cut, where are these young men and young women going to go? Hopefully they're finding places that they know are going to develop them. The mystique is off of the, hey, I want to go Division I at that point, and now they're just saying, I want to be the best version of myself. And we've got some great coaches in this league.
Well, and I would think they want to come to Milligan because the records speak for themselves. Coach Lane will take that cocoon and get you into the butterfly in that developmental along the way. And obviously he's doing that because he said the championships and the records speak for themselves. So recruiting locally, it's cross country on the locals, and let's say within a 50-mile radius of Milligan's campus. Is it up? Is it down? Is there a lot more participation? Is it easy to recruit the local kids? How's the local recruiting right now?
The local scene is always important to us. I think last year we were a roster of 108 kids, and I think 48 of those kids are from the state of Tennessee. So the local recruiting scene is huge. Cross country is strong in this area. You've got programs that are churning out state caliber kids. I think the one thing that keeps kids in this region of the state under the radar is it's hard to find a course that doesn't have a hill on it around here.
Yeah.
You know, and so you could venture to Middle Tennessee and you'll see all these fast times early in the year, but up here, kids are running on legit courses. Even if they go up into Virginia, same thing. They go to North Carolina, same thing. And so, but definitely love the landscape of East Tennessee. Those are the folks that know us. And I get kids wanting to say, hey, I want to go away to school. That's fine. That's, you know, but those that want to stay close to home, they know who we are better than anybody. So that's important for us to continue to attract those young ladies and young men to Milligan.
51 conference championships, 26 team and national or individual national championships. Speaks for themselves. In closing, we'll switch gears. The Raiders. We're 1-0.
Let's go.
Let's
Just
go,
win,
baby. Let's win, baby. What do you think? You like the team?
So, yes. And I felt that. I mean, love our running back. I mean, you know, he had some heavy hauling on the weekend, but, you know, Brendan and I were talking about this earlier. Defense, right? Patriots scored 3 points in the second half. I think they limited them to 60 yards rushing in the second half or in the game. So that part of that, it seems like, you know, that was a bit of a surprise. I felt like Geno Smith he's got tread left on the tire.
That's great.
You know, yeah, man, I'm excited. Hey, anytime you beat the Patriots, and look, are the Raiders that good or are the Patriots not as good? I don't know. We don't know yet. Right?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, my beloved Vols, we're going to find out this weekend how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
And so they've already been a pleasant surprise. But the Raiders, hey, 1-0, that's all you can do.
Yep. And it's interesting, the AFC West, the only team that haven't won yet are the Chiefs. Broncos won, Chargers won, the Raiders won. Chiefs got beat, of course, down in Brazil. So it'll be interesting. We have the Chargers on Monday Night Football coming up this coming Monday night, and that's going to be good. So, always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Always.
Appreciate
Love promoting this guy. He loves his kids, and you can tell it when you get around talking to him. It comes across, obviously, on this interview that he likes the orange and black, in this case, cross country, and in the spring we do track and field. Quick break. We, as promised, will do Major League Baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Tom Taylor Sports Show got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now.
Yes.
At all locations. Our locations are?
They are in Roan Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or bemycu.org.
And the magic main number is?
423-547-1200.
Brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live at Milligan. Let's take a look. Obviously said on the background. Let's take a look at Major League Baseball from last night. For the second time in 3 days, the Dodgers lost a no-hit bid in the ninth inning. Now, on Monday night, multiple Dodgers combined to get within 3 outs of the first no-no of the year. Last night, it was Tyler Glasnow doing most of the heavy lifting for the Dodgers. 7 no-hit innings, striking out 11 of the 23 batters he faced, and giving up only 2 walks. And yet, couldn't get it done. So, it was got down, but it got broken up in the ninth inning. by the Rockies. So, is that right? Yeah, Rockies. So, anyway, let's see what's going on for today. Baseball, everything under the lights. Pirates in Baltimore, Kansas City at Cleveland, Washington and Miami. The Mets in Philadelphia will go at it again tonight in the city of brotherly love. Could be playoff game for the future. Probably will be, really. Detroit and the Yankees at Yankee Stadium tonight. Houston and Toronto. That's a good one. The Cubs, Spencer Strider on the mound at home against the Cubbies and the Braves in Atlanta tonight at 7:15. Tampa Bay in Chicago to battle the White Sox. Texas hosting Milwaukee. Minnesota against the Angels in L.A. Cardinals at Seattle. Cincinnati will be in San Diego again tonight. Arizona and San Francisco in San Fran. Boston against the Athletics, and the Dodgers again hosting Colorado tonight. Here is your standings. Again, with what's going on in the American League, you have Toronto's lead. They lost 2 in a row. It's down to 2 games. Yankees have won 2 in a row and 7 out of 10. They're 2 out. The Red Sox are 3 out. It's tight inside of 3 weeks to go of the regular season. Detroit in the Central, 8.5 better, but they've lost 6 out of 10. So the Guardians, I don't think they can catch them, but they're putting some heat on them, and they're also inching ever so closer to one of those to a wild card spot. The Guardians are not out of that right now. In the West, the Astros have lost 6 out of 10, but they still lead the Mariners by 2, and the Rangers by 3.5. The Mariners have won 3 straight. The Rangers have won 2 in a row, and so the Astros are getting some heat from the Mariners. That is catchable with two inside of 3 weeks to go. And interdivisional play coming up, yes. If you're 2 out or 3.5 out, you do have a chance to catch the front runner. Cleveland, 8.5 back from Detroit, probably not. But Houston and Seattle and Texas in a dogfight in the American League West. In the National League, the Phillies are the Phillies. They've won 7 out of 10. The Mets have lost 3 in a row. They've lost 6 out of 10. They're back 8 now in the loss column, games behind. And so don't think they're going to be able to catch them. In the Central, Milwaukee, again, more breathing room. They're 7.5 games better than the Cubs, and they've lost 3 in a row. But in the West, don't look now, but here comes the Padres. The Dodgers have won 2 in a row. The Padres have won 3 in a row. It's a game separation now between those two. So, we talked about this yesterday. Who has what, or who has who, I should say, remaining on their schedule for Major League Baseball down the stretch here. Let's start with the Padres. They've got the Reds. They got 4 with the Rockies. They have to go to New York to battle the Mets. Padres to go to Chicago to battle the White Sox. They got the Brewers at home and the Diamondbacks. They say it's an easy schedule. I don't think it is, but it's what the pundits are saying. Seattle, who is chasing the Astros in the West. Remaining teams, the Cardinals, the Angels. They go to Kansas City. They go to Houston. That's big. The Rockies and the Dodgers. That's a pretty tough schedule. They say it's easy. I don't think so. The Yankees, what they got left? They got Detroit right now. Then they go to Boston. Enough said. They'll be going to Fenway. They'll go to Minnesota. They'll go to Baltimore for 4. They'll come home for the Orioles and the White Sox. Pretty tough schedule. The Dodgers, who they got left? They got the Rockies right now. Then they go to San Francisco. Then they got the Phillies. Whoa. They got the Giants at home for 4 after going there for 4 or 3. They got the Diamondbacks in Arizona, and they also go to Seattle. It's pretty tough, and the Dodgers aren't playing well. They're 80-64, but they did not run away with the division like we thought they would. The Giants, what they got left? They got the Diamondbacks. They got the Dodgers. See, the Giants, aren't they playing them now? The Diamondbacks, and yeah, they are. So after the Diamondbacks leave, they got the Dodgers. Then they go to Arizona. They go back to Dodger Stadium. They got the Cardinals at home and the Rockies at home. So these are supposed to be easy schedules. I don't see it. Let's see, the Reds on an outside looking in chance to, hello, Bonnie Snodgrass. How you doing, lady? What a nice lady. Hello, Miss Bonnie. Who do the Reds have left? They got the Padres right now in San Diego. They go to the Athletics, then they go to the Cardinals. They got the Cubs at home for 4. They got the Pirates, and they go to the Brewers to wrap it up. That's not easy for the Reds. And let's see, the Red Sox. Who do they have left? They're playing the Athletics right now. Then they will go home this weekend and host the Yankees. Enough said. Then the Athletics come in. Then they go to Tampa Bay. Then they go to Toronto. and they finish up with Detroit. So some really tough baseball down the stretch in Major League Baseball in these pennant races. So, but right now it's the tightest ones are Major League East and the National League West. Will be the two tightest divisions right now in Major League Baseball. We are live here again. We have volleyball tonight. It starts a little later. There's a bus issue with Chucky Doak, so they're going to start it a little bit later, and that's okay. We'll go in here about 6:45 tonight for the first serve right around 7 o'clock for the ladies. Let's run down who all is playing tonight in volleyball and soccer across Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia, which means we put our hello to Catherine Bunton. Hello, Miss Catherine. I can read you now, put my glasses on. What a sweet lady. How you doing, lady? All right, let's look at volleyball today. Who plays? As we told you, we'll have the Chucky Doak Elizabethton game from John Tridway right around 6:45 tonight. A video and audio. Dobbins Minute goes to Crockett tonight. Science Hill hosting Tennessee High. Daniel Boone volleyball at West Ridge. Greenville will be at Unicoi County. Sullivan East will play at Johnson County tonight. Volunteer volleyball at Cherokee. Hampton will be at South Green. North Green at West Green. And Providence Academy at Berean Christian. That's your volleyball for tonight. Let's see. You have volleyball tonight in Southwest Virginia. Gate City at Ridgeview. Council at Twin Springs. And Rye Cove's ladies will play at Cornerstone Christian. And we got soccer. Got soccer tonight. You got 4 matches. Providence Academy at CAK. West Ridge at Tennessee High. Volunteer at Cherokee. And Granger at Greenville. And that's what we got. That's what the paper says we got for today for volleyball in Northeast Tennessee. Or, I'm sorry, soccer in Northeast Tennessee. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. We'll take a look at the National Football League right after this and Big John's closeouts. We're live at Milligan University, the land of the Buffaloes, and the Tom Taylor Sports.
In a world where clutter, trash, and debris threaten your property, one man is ready to save the day. He's Container Man, your dumpster delivery superhero. Need to clear out your garage? Call Container Man. Remodeling your home? Call Container Man. Demolition waste taking over your job site? Call Container Man. From minor to major projects, Container Man has the perfect size dumpster for every task. With lightning fast delivery and the customer service of a locally owned company, he will help you restore order to your world. When you're ready to fight clutter, trash, and debris, call Container Man.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
It's exciting. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Deuce Morton, Isaac Fletcher, and yours truly this Thursday night from Citizens Bank Stadium as the Cyclones take on the Tennessee Middle Vikings from Bristol, Tennessee. Airtime at 5:15, kickoff at 5:30. The Cyclones, undefeated at 4-0, puts that on the line against Tennessee Middle on Thursday. Airtime at 5:15, audio and video. T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football this Thursday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go T.A. Duggar Fighting Cyclone Football.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's take a look at the National Football League. As we told you outside of the show, last night after a rocky start, J.J. McCarthy rallied to lead the Vikings to a 27-24 win over the Bears last night. They trailed 17-6 after 3 quarters. And they're done for all intents and purposes. But J.J. McCarthy, the Vikings, scored 3 unanswered touchdowns in the 4th quarter. Doesn't sit well, obviously. Ben Johnson, the Bears quarterback, Bears new head coach, first-year coach, not good. He was not happy, and deservedly so. You give 3 unanswered touchdowns in the 4th quarter, win the thing, 27-24 over the Bears in Soldier Field. So here's your schedule now for this week. On Thursday night, Washington will be in Green Bay at the Battle of the Packers at Lambeau. Sunday, the early games, Buffalo and the Jets in New York. Chicago, now 0-1, will be at Detroit 0-1 in the black and blue division at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Cleveland and Baltimore, both 0-1, will play in the land of the Ravens in Baltimore. Jacksonville and Cincinnati, both undefeated, playing in Cincinnati. The Rams will come into Nashville and battle the 0-1 Titans at 1 o'clock on Sunday. New England will go to Miami, both 0-1 at 1 o'clock. Also, the early games, the Giants and the Cowboys, both 0-1, will play in Dallas. The Steelers, 1-0, hosting Seattle 0-1 at 1 o'clock in Pittsburgh. The Saints, 0-1, will host the 49ers 1-0 on that early game at 1 o'clock. Then the 4 o'clock games, Carolina 0-1 at Arizona, 1-0. You have Denver and Indianapolis, both undefeated, playing at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indy at 4:05 on Sunday. The Eagles will be in Kansas City to battle the Chiefs. Chiefs 0-1. Eagles 1-0 will be a good one. And then on Sunday Night Football, the Vikings 1-0 will go back home, entertain the winless 0-1 Atlanta Falcons. Then on Monday of next week, Tampa Bay 1-0 at Houston 0-1. Then the Battle of Unbeatens, the Chargers and the Raiders. My boys, the Las Vegas Raiders, will be at home. The place will be nuts. All the people get dressed and wearing that gargoyle stuff, and at Legion Stadium in Vegas will be nuts on Monday Night Football. Race week in Bristol, of course. It'll be the truck race on Thursday, the Food City 300 on Friday, and the Bass Pro Shop night race on Saturday. A lot of folks coming to town. Tickets are very brisk, so you're going to see a lot of people really coming in today, starting to camp, because the week's going to be beautiful to come in and camp in the hills of East Tennessee. So a lot of campers coming, a lot of out-of-town tags coming. So be nice to them, because they're coming in with moolah to spend in our restaurants, our hotels, our convenience stores, our malls, wherever they're going to be spending money. They're bringing in money that we normally don't have, and it always gives a big shot in the arm for the economy. So be nice to our race fans coming to town. They bring moolah, and the more they spend, the less it helps our taxes, the less we have to get taxed, because they have that hotel tax and entertainment tax that they're paying for that we don't have to pay for. I want to get someone to come talk about that this week, explain how advantageous it is when our race fans come to town, or anybody for that matter, but a lot of race fans this weekend coming to town helps on our taxes. So, I'm going to somebody to explain that. All right, Joey Logano's going to be at Food City in Bluntville on Friday, the defending champ. Coca-Cola Racing family driver Joey Logano will be there. He'll be there at 11 o'clock for an autograph signing. So autographs are on a first-come, first-served basis. The first 150 people to get a wristband. Wristbands will be distributed at the Bluntville store Friday morning beginning at 10 o'clock. Got to get in line. Get your wristband at 10. He'll be there at 11. He'll sign 150 fans, and he'll be gone. So Joey Logano at Food City in Bluntville on Friday morning at 11 o'clock. If you want to get there at 10 to get a wristband, you will get a chance to meet him. All right, Tennessee and Georgia on Saturday. The Volunteers will be without a couple of key players on defense. The starting cornerback, Jamar McCoy, and Ricky Gibson III. McCoy still not ready to return to the field after tearing his ACL. So he injured. Gibson's situation a little bit more unclear. He hurt his arm against Syracuse. And so Heupel says he could miss an extended period. So Colorado transfer Colton Hood came over from Dion, is in line to start for the Vols. So Ty Redmond also will start at corner. So, and also Tennessee has Boo Carter roaming the secondary. So we'll see, but two of the starters, McCoy and Gibson, may not be, or Gibson for sure, or McCoy for sure, may not be ready to go, but Gibson may not be ready to go either for Georgia at 3:30 on Saturday on ABC. All right, let's take a look real quick before we go to the break. This is the last day. It's closing out at 6 o'clock tonight. CollinsandCompany.info. They are, with this auction, wrapping things up today. You have, for example, if you're a fan of Disney, you got all kinds of Disney snow globes, Collectors Society Disney carousels, vintage carousel pieces, Disney music boxes, animation collectibles. That's all going to wrap up tonight at 6 o'clock. You got glassware, Waterford crystal collection. You've got quality furniture, curio cabinet, wooden ladder bookshelves, complete kitchen table set and 6 chairs. You've got signed art prints. You got vintage music. You got kitchen and household gems. You got NASCAR and racing memorabilia. This particular person was a huge Richard Petty fan, so you want to go to collinsandcompany.info and bid, because it's over today at 6 o'clock. And of course, they ship all over the country, but you can get yourself some really good deals. And you can do that today till 6 o'clock at collinsandcompany.info. Summer General Merchandise Estate Auction event. Over 500 things to bid on. Hello, Eli Cox. It's a new name. How you doing? Anyway, go to the website. People do it all the time. They ship all over the country. collinsandcompany.info. That one's going on now. Ending today at 6 o'clock. This one started on Saturday, goes till next Thursday. Now we're auctioning off vehicles. Wow. A Ford F-350 Super Duty powered diesel 4-wheel drive truck. A Chevrolet 2500 Duramax diesel. A 2004 Ford Ranger extended cab you can bid on. A 1963 Chevrolet Corvair, that's pretty cool. Kawasaki four-wheelers. That's all under the vehicles. Under farm equipment, you've got John Deere tractors. It's an estate farm equipment. You've got John Deere Gator with diesel and dump bed, round balers, disc mowers, rakes, bush hogs. Here it is. Go to the website, collinsandcompany.info, and check this one out. You have until you see on the screen till next Thursday to bid on this one. Also, Troy-built rototillers, Briggs and Stratton engines, hydraulic floor jacks, automotive tools, chains, ratchet straps, hardware supplies, 55 round hay bales. They got those going to auction off. Actual bales of hay. You need that going into the winter months. We'll be down to the 40s tonight, by the way. It's going to feel like getting close to the winter time. I think autumn comes in on the 22nd. Winter comes in a bit later on. But yeah, you got some 55 round hay bales you can bid on. It's pretty cool. Then you get into, last but not least, here's one that starts, it's part 2 of what we just talked about. It's going on now through next Thursday. Craftsman and DeWalt tool collections, Lincoln welder, air compressors, generators. They ship all over the country, by the way. If you're out of the area, and a lot of folks are, and we appreciate that. They'll ship it to you. Troy-built rototillers. You're talking about the vehicles. You're talking about the farm equipment. Air compressors, generators, drill presses, complete socket and wrench sets. Go to the website. Same thing. collinsandcompany.info and check it out. Good stuff. So bring on the cold weather. Baker. Love Baker. She brought me what did she bring me? Oh, banana pudding milkshake the other day. She brought Deuce and chocolate milkshake, which is very kind. She's a sweetheart. Thank you, Baker. You're a good lady. Scotty's lucky. She said, I know you. So it's Cameron Creed. She'd do anything for you. Anyway, we got T.A. Duggar football coming up on Thursday. We may work us another milkshake. Goodness, that was good in the middle of that broadcast. The Tennessee Middle School Vikings are coming to town. The T.A. Duggar Cyclones are undefeated at 4-0 and will play on Thursday. Looks like the weather's going to be beautiful. 5:30 kickoff. We're going there at 5:15. Audio and video. So, busy week this week. Tonight, Cyclone volleyball against Chucky Dope. Thursday, T.A. Duggar football against Tennessee Middle. Then Friday night, we're on the trail to volunteer. Now, they said we can stream it, but it's got to be tape delayed. I don't understand. I'm not sure if I can even do that. I think you have to do it live. So we're working on that, documenting who's a technology whiz. See if we can work that out where we can stream it. But we'll be at volunteer Friday night. Cyclones at 2-1 and the Falcons at 3-0. It's going to be a good one. We're going there at 6:50 with the kickoff at 7:30 from the Falcons' nest on Friday night. Hard to believe. Game number 4 of the season. Next week, we'll be at the halfway point of the year. Blows my mind. We wait and wait and wait, and as we talk about, go through the dead period and come back to your fall camp and the scrimmages. You start the season. You play at Science Hill. You play at Tennessee High. You have Westridge at home. This week you go to Volunteer. Then you go to Cherokee, back-to-back, going to Hawkins County schools. Then you come back for Northview for homecoming. You look up and it's gone. It'll be senior night. And if you're a parent or a grandparent of kids that have graduated, you know that. It's a blur. So we're at game number 4 on Friday night. So RV, Richard Van Us, yours truly will be there. We just got to figure out if we're going to be able to stream it or not. We can, but I have to wait till after the game, I think. Do tape delay, and I'm not real sure how to do that, but we're going to find out from somebody who does know. So anyway, thanks for being with us. We're live here again. Where is Axel? We need to get Axel. Here he is. Axel Steins shines on behalf of the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Steins with a special song. Take it away, Axel.
The Eagle Center is right downtown. The second block is where we're found. We have crocs and clocks and a lot of things. Tools and glass and shiny rings. Coins and books and mirrors too. All these things just waiting for you. Beautiful furniture and much, much more. You gotta come visit our store.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Therapy Services, great sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Why Physical Therapy Services? A lot of folks out there that do what you do. Why PTS?
Nobody does it the way that we do it. There are other people out there that say that they are, and I want to air quote, sports PTs. There's no one out there that is truly a sports physical therapy clinic. We've been in business since 1980, and we continue to be in business after people have been bought and sold, folded. The reason why we continue to stay in business is twofold. Number one, we're a little crazy, which is fun. But number two, and the most important thing, is we always take care of the patient first. You take care of the patient first. This is what my dad always taught me. You take care of the patient first, everything else will fall into place.
Locations? Where do you have locations? 1975
West Elk Avenue. That's where my clinic is, where I work primarily. And then we have a pediatric location as well at the Medical Care Building at 1500 West Elk Avenue.
Physical Therapy Services. Last question, real quick. What's the phone number?
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, it's Rundown High School football for you coming up on Friday night in both Tennessee and Virginia. Starting, of course, in Tennessee, in no particular order, we'll start with Dobbins Middle at Oak Ridge. Science Hill goes to Bearden. Westridge, good football team. They got a couple of guys. Sam Perry, who can play linebacker. Got him. The Figgins kid from Tennessee High was a really good player against us. So you've got Westridge with Amix and Hilton. Hilton got 151 yards rushing. Amix was averaging, a couple hundred yards of rush a game. We held him to 60, 65 yards rushing, which is an incredible stat for the Cyclone football team. Westridge will be back home against Hardin Valley. They're a good team. We played 3 good teams so far. Science Hill is undefeated. They'll go to Bearden. Tennessee High has not won a game, but it's really interesting because they're better than 0-3, in my opinion. And, of course, last week, Westridge now, 2-1? So we got another undefeated team on Friday night, the Volunteer Falcons. We'll go there at the Falcons' Nest for a 7:30 kickoff. We'll go in there at 6:50 for the broadcast on Friday night. Other games, you got Daniel Boone trying to snap a 17-game losing streak. Boone will be at home against Sevier County. Be tough. Sevier County and Smoky Bears, you can only hope that the bus trip will make them tired because they can play. Morristown East will host Gibbs. Crockett will be at home against Morristown West. Tennessee High will be back at Stone Castle against Scott County. Cherokee at Granger in the land of the Grizzlies. Sullivan East hosting Eagleton Academy, East 0-3. Greenville plays at Seymour this week. Northview Academy will be at Pigeon Forge. Chucky Doak, the Black Knights in football, will be hosting the Unicoi County Blue Devils. Fulton will be at Gatlinburg Pittman. Johnson County, the Longhorns travel to Ashe County, North Carolina Friday night. Hampton will be at Happy Valley and Warriors Hill. Both of those teams, of course, as you know, sharing that field this year. And so they'll square off on Friday night in the land of the Warriors. That'll be a good football game. That'll be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. So I asked what that means. I don't know. I've heard it all my life. A frog strangler? I've heard that one too. A slobber knocker means it's going to be a battle. What does that mean? I don't know. I heard it when I was a kid up in West Virginia. I've always said it. A slobber knocker. That's what it's going to be. Other games Friday night. North Green at South Green. Providence Academy, West Green. Cloudland goes to Hancock County. Unaka, the Rangers play at Cosby. Sunbright will be at Jellicoe. Providence Christian will be at Donaldson Christian. That's all in East Tennessee. Now in Southwest Virginia Friday night, you have Abington at Gate City, big one there. The Falcons and the Blue Devils at Legion Field in Gate City. Honaker at Rye Cove. Pineville, Kentucky will go to Twin Springs. Wise Central hosting Ridgeview. Richlands at Lehigh. Thomas Walker will be at Lynn Camp, Kentucky. Patrick Henry plays at J.I. Burton. And Eastside will be at Rural Retreat in Virginia. Now, there's two games in Virginia on Thursday. Union, we saw them in the scrimmage. They can play. Union will be at Graham and Bluefield to battle the G-Men. And John Battle will play host to Holston on Thursday night in Southwest Virginia. Hey, if you haven't been to Chick-fil-A, check out the new sandwich, the Pretzel Cheddar Club. Now, Gary Rowe just raved about this yesterday. I've not had it yet. Of course, you have your choice of regular, spicy, or grilled chicken. You have a pretzel bun, cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, applewood smoked bacon with creamy Dijon mustard sauce. The Pretzel Cheddar Club. That's what's going on right now at all Chick-fil-A's for a limited time. That's the sandwich. And so you want to, again, enjoy that because it's good. The Pretzel Cheddar Club at Chick-fil-A. Hello, Lisa Lunsford. How you doing? Hello, Derek Nave. Baker says, bring on the cold weather. Just pray for her. Bless her heart. Just pray for her. We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back. We're going to wrap it up. Is my lady coming? Oh, yeah. She's coming. We'll talk to her next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football, again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
It's exciting Elizabethton Lady Cyclone Volleyball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor, inviting you to join Tucker Taylor and yours truly Tuesday night from John Treadwood Gymnasium as the Lady Cyclones entertain the Lady Black Knights of Chucky Doak. Airtime at 6:15, first serve right around 6:30 Tuesday night. The Lady Cyclones hosting Chucky Doak and Lady Cyclone Volleyball. It all starts audio and video at 6:15 this Tuesday night here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Elizabethton Lady Cyclone Volleyball.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, I kind of like Kylie Greer. I love her coaches. She can get beat by and get zipped 3-0 or win 3-0. She always comes to talk. She always finds something positive to talk about. I like people like that. It's not always sunshine and roses. Our season's starting out. What are we? 1-10 right now.
2-10, but we had a team that didn't count. We didn't know that going in. That was an unaccredited school, so doesn't really count on our record, but that's okay. We're 1-10.
Yeah.
Not the first time we've started at that point. Really young, still growing. We've had a few injuries, getting people back. Still have a couple of people out, but by the time conference gets here next week, we'll be rolling.
Talk to me in November. We're going to Meadowview. That's what we do right now in September. It's important, but it's almost like school where you teach for the test. So in sports, I think to a point, you get them ready for the tournament, get them to peak at the right time. And so we will start our coverage, I think he said on the 26th, if I'm not mistaken.
We are not home, so we have a little bit of a break here. We don't have anything this week. We'll get a well-deserved weekend off. And then next week, we'll start conference play on Thursday at Union. So we'll go to Barberville, Kentucky next Thursday, and then we play at Johnson on Saturday. We have a little tri-match down there. So some time to work out some kinks, get some people healthy, just continue on the journey that we're on.
For those who don't play volleyball, when you talk about injuries, I'm going to assume ankles are prevalent?
Sometimes generally we don't have as many ankles because most of my kids wear ankle braces and we do a lot of strengthening of ankles stuff. So, we'll see some shoulder injuries because we're an overhead sport. Sometimes some neck issues, like just because of the overhead motion and blocking and setting and all the things that we do. Rarely, knock on wood, but do we see, ACLs, but some, because we're a lateral movement sport. So, but we're not a contact sport. Not supposed to be a contact sport.
But sometimes it is.
Sometimes we do.
Yeah.
But it's really kind of crazy. I think every year there's like a theme of injuries. We've had fingers last year, ankles last year, year before was fingers. I had like 4 girls that either thumb or pinky or something. Like, it's kind of weird.
Last year when Colby played, and she kind of like put like stripes up and down with the tape on her
She always does tape on her fingers, and that's more just for her comfort level, reinforcing, but she did break a finger her freshman year, first game of the season. We were in Florida, and so she broke that top part of that knuckle right there, and so ever since then she's taped reinforcement, but more preventative.
She's now selling real estate. She's graduated and moved on to the big bad world of life, and we wish her well down in Knoxville.
Yes.
Hello, Brian Hartsook. Thank you for watching. Lisa Lunsner, Derek Nave, Jimmy Stout down in Atlanta. Thank you for y'all being with us. We are here at Milligan talking Elvis, Milligan Sports. Tomorrow will be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thursday will be at Rick Walters Horseman Insurance. And Friday we'll kick off the weekend at Food City. So throw out some names for the girls right now.
So we have all-conference performer Shelby Miller back as an outside hitter. Shelby's playing well. We had a little scare with her. She didn't play with us at Mobile tournament. So I feel like if she was in the lineup, we probably would have went 3-1 that weekend instead of 2-2 on the weekend. But she brings us a lot of power. Always has.
Oh, yes.
Always will continue to swing hard.
Oh, yes.
But, we're using her back row and front row. Serves aggressive. She's a leader on the court. So we have her back. Riley Bryn is a senior DS for us. Played a little bit of outside, too, in her time here. Riley's just consistent. If there's ever a kid that you say you always know what you're going to get, she's a kid that you're going to always know what you're going to get. She's going to give you 110 every day. So consistency is her game. And so she's learning to step into a new role just because we need her to be a vocal leader for us on the court. And so that's something she's not had to do before, but she's done that well. Grace Sanderson has stepped into our libero spot the last couple of weeks. She's doing a great job. I feel like she's playing a little bit free, more relaxed, letting herself just be the athlete that God intended her to be.
And she is.
Yeah, so we have her doing really good work. Some of my incoming kids, Erin Littleton, we've seen really great moments out of her. Tennessee High kid, who's a freshman. She's played middle, right side for us. Probably been in a different position every time she's been on the court. Us just trying to figure out the recipe of success. But we've seen a lot of really good things out of her. Kendall Hodge, another freshman out of Sylvan East, has gave us good minutes at setting and playing just DS as a back row player. And Taylor Brand, Riley's younger sister, is a freshman, and she's been on a court. So we've used her back row, we've used her front row. She had a great showing at our Mobile tournament. With Shelby out, she kind of had to step into another role as a freshman. So I feel like she did that well. But we're still figuring things out. I mean, we got a lot of pieces of the puzzle. It's just still putting the puzzle together, you know.
That's the fun part of being a coach, isn't it?
It is.
Well, I would think so. It's
It
like,
is.
we got all these girls, plug them here, trying to find out, as she said, a recipe for success, get them all singing off the same page by the tournament time.
Yeah.
Seems pretty simple.
I mean, that's the journey. And it's that way with every year. Sometimes you might have more talent, more not talent, you know, but different skill sets every year. That's the beauty of coaching. And you can only play the cards you dealt, you know. So if it's injuries or whatever else, we play those cards. We just have to figure out the best way to play them.
So it's a cool place to come watch volleyball. It's a great environment because the kids come, student body comes, they get into it, as they should, support their peers. So we'll start our coverage on the 26th. We've got a bunch of them coming. We're doing 8 or 9 volleyball matches. Whatever we're doing at home, we're doing the betterment of them, which we're very excited about. And so we get rolling with that. And then recruiting-wise, so you go out and get a lot of local girls, which is great because that puts fannies in the seats. Plus, they can play. Our volleyball programs across the board here locally pretty good, aren't they?
Pretty good. It's growing. Tennessee has been volleyball is probably the sport that's not, you know, basketball, softball have been very strong for a long time, and volleyball is finally getting to that point. If you look at my rosters over the last 8 to 10 years, we have, you know, a lot more Tennessee kids than we did 10 years ago. A lot of that's also just affordability, trying to help kids afford college. So the Tennessee Hope helps in that they can stay home in the state of Tennessee and get a little extra money. So that's been helpful. So, but we're always recruiting. I mean, we have a kid from Michigan this year, a transfer kid. I have a kid from Hilton Head, South Carolina. I still have Kira that's a senior from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Grace is from Illinois. So we still have some outliers, but a lot of home cooking.
Well, that's a great I love this lady. But you look from Hilton Head and Myrtle Beach, there's a lot of schools they could be playing volleyball between Milligan and Myrtle Beach, and they chose to come here. She does this as good as anybody because when she goes out recruiting, she's looking for the special Milligan student athlete, and you say it as good as anybody. So why is this place so special, and what do you look for when you go out recruiting these ladies?
So, you know, ideally, we do look at the athletic because we want to win ball games, and sometimes it's based off of need. If I graduate 3 middles, then they need a middle to replace that. So sometimes it is athletic talent, but I mean, we really look for a kid that's going to be the total fit for Milligan, and that's a kid that socially is just a good person, has good morals, good values, that wants to grow in their Christian faith. You don't have to be a Christian to come here. However, you're going to get Christianity when you come here.
Amen.
We're unapologetic for that as a volleyball coach and just as a university. My job is to share Jesus. And I just get to use the volleyball as a vehicle to do that. And so I've been very fortunate and blessed to do that. So we obviously look for kids that want a Christian education. because that's what they're going to get when they come to Milligan. And then really just look for somebody who's willing to put other people above themselves, which is what Jesus calls us to do. So,
Servant's heart.
yes. So, Milligan's mission is to create servant leadership. And that's the same mission as our volleyball team, alongside win volleyball games, have a sisterhood, friends for life. It's all about the family aspect here.
And it works.
It does.
It clicks. How many years for you now?
18 years.
18 years. Ooh. She started, she was 12. So
I know. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I know I was counting. I was like, gosh, I think this is year 26 of coaching at the college level. 35 probably total years of coaching. I'm like, God, my whole life I've been coaching.
So 35 and 10 puts her at 45. So starting when she's 10 years old.
Yeah,
there you
exactly.
go. There you go. Looking forward to calling your games, dear.
I know. I'm excited for you to be here.
Love it. Love it. So
we're growing. So I hope that what you saw at our Mountain Madness tournament, you'll be like, whoa, they put in some work.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It ain't where you start. It's terrible English. It's not where you start. It's where you finish. It's real simple. So we'll see you soon.
Yes.
Go
Thank
Buffs.
you.
Yeah.
Buffs.
She's awesome. Quick break. We'll finish it up right after this on the Tom Taylor Sports. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now.
Yes.
At all locations. Our locations are?
They are in Roe Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or bemycu.org.
And the magic main number is?
423-547-1200.
Brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
And 6:30 on Friday, and then I think 2:30 on Saturday. So I'll actually get to be
A mama.
this weekend. So so I'm excited about that. And then they go to Virginia Tech next week. So they'll play Virginia Tech in Radford and somebody else.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Love coming out here. We do it once a month. Thanks again to our coaches. Kyler Greer in basketball, John Newberry in soccer, Chris Lane in cross country, and Coach Bays just now wrapping it up in volleyball. Other coaches were in meetings, couldn't get to us, but that's okay. They're busy. It's that time of year. So golf and cross country, golf and cycling are out of town. And so we appreciate them being with us very much, the coaches here that came. We'll rejoin you. Oh, and also Brandon Sweeney. I knew I'd left him. Assistant Athletic Director. Thanks for him being here on the show, too. We'll redo it tonight right around 6:45-ish. First serve at 7, the Cyclones and Chucky Doak from John Treadway Gym. Tucker Taylor, and you're still going to bring it to you, video and audio. Looking forward to bringing you Cyclone volleyball. Thanks again for watching the show. Let's keep it diverse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross, and today is certainly no different. It goes like this. Psalms 34:22 says, "May your unfailing love rest upon us, O Lord, even as we put our hope in you. Whew. May your unfailing love rest upon us, O Lord, even as we put our hope in you. Psalms 34:22 is the verse today. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Rejoining you, as we said, coming up. We'll do that at 6:45 tonight. First serve at 7. Lady Cyclones and Lady Black Knights from Chucky Doak. We'll do that then. Until then, we'll say, as always, from Milligan University, thanks again to, our athletic director, Christian Pope, our assistant athletic director, Brendan Sweeney, all of our coaches coming and talking about the land of the Buffaloes. Special place, special people. We love promoting the Buffs. We love wearing orange and black here at Milligan University. See you back tonight for another orange and black Cyclone volleyball. Until then, as Mama used to say, bloom where you planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2357 today from Milligan University, the land of the Buffaloes, spotlighting Milligan University sports.